Alright, not sure if anyone's here yet. But looks like things are working. I guess I should probably listen to the audio on headphones. That way it won't come over the microphone. Alright, we do have some people here. Alright, actually I am going to tweet right now that I'm doing this, so if anyone else wants to jump in, that would be a good time. Alright, here we go. It's always good to hear Bobby too. Never gets old. Alright, let me know how the volume is, if I need to change my mic or adjust the sound of the game. Let's see. So first step is figure out what to do. Yesterday I ended up, I did a stream and I ended up being on my own island, which was not awesome. So let me try something else. So I went fractal, which can be interesting because who knows what you're gonna get. That's why I like it the most. But I should probably try something different. I mean, Lakes is a great multiplayer map because there's water as a there's water to sort of cut up the terrain into some areas you can't move through, but there's no actual no actual ocean, so you're not going to have to deal with actually naval transports, which can especially be a problem for the AI. What was Laced Oasis 2? Let's see. Alright, I think I'll just go for continents, which is kind of what I would always think of as kind of the classic mode of probably two large continents with most of the civs split between them. Alright. Not sure if I want to do anything. It's been so long since I played, I don't think I want to do anything too unusual balance-wise. So, question is, who should I play? Yesterday I ended up with the Russians. I don't necessarily have a strong preference because I'm not trying to pursue some specific strategy, so I think I'm just going to pick random. Let's see. All right, what's difficulty level? Play Monarch. Forgot that we actually did give pop-up help for this, although it's not too useful. All right, here we go. This intro, by the way, which you're going to hear Leonard Nimoy do in a bit, is actually the original Civ 1 text intro. We thought it'd be a nice callback to use that in Civ 4. It was actually the bit of... I talked about this yesterday, but since I didn't know at the time that how to record, how to save my streams. I'll talk about this again today. When Leonard did the vocal recording, which includes all the technology quotes and the intro and so on, he, I believe, was in Tahoe at the time, so I never actually got to meet him, but I gave him sort of verbal direction over the phone. I was essentially listening to the recording, and that intro, he did really good on the quotes. The intro was kind of the only one that kind of required some actual coaching. Took a while to kind of get that right. I think I remember there's probably about 15 versions of him saying civilization. You kind of got a civilization, a civilization, a civilization. We went back and forth over and over trying to get the perfect one. I'm not sure if we did, but you do what you can. And it was definitely fun to work with him. It was definitely one of the neatest parts of the project. All right, so who am I? Oh, I am the English. All right, well. Let's see here, I'm English, and beyond that, I'm Elizabeth, so that means I'm philosophical and financial. So I get a faster, greater person birth rate. I get extra money on plots with money. So that means I probably want to maybe go for religion early, because that could be a good way to get some great people. It's been a long time since I've played, so I'm not sure how good I'm going to be at pursuing some sort of specific strategy, but I guess that maybe that'll at least point me in one specific direction. Here we go. So you notice those blue circles there, those light blue circles? Those are basically our best guess. Like it actually is using the AI code right there, the essentially AI found city or what have you, to kind of try to figure out what's the best, what's the actually best spot to found a city. And if one of them shows up nearby, it highlights that for you, and it puts your settler on one of them on purpose. Like it specifically looks throughout the world for what are some of these theoretically good spots to found a city, and then it places your first settler in one, and so naturally that one's also going to get one of these little blue highlights. You're going to see these little blue highlights throughout the game. It was just an idea we had for helping out new players. Using this color consistently. Theoretically, that was what you see, that the settle, this button right here, the build city button, is also flashing sort of bluish. We probably could have done a better job of matching up the actual color tones there, but that's the same type of idea. You're going to see this throughout the game whenever we're trying to give you a little nudge about this is maybe perhaps what you should do. And really that's only for completely new players who don't want it, who are perhaps going to feel lost. And if we just give them some basic suggestions that are going to be essentially not bad decisions, then hopefully that will help them out. There's a lot of debate among Civ players about whether you should found on your first turn or whether you should move to a better spot or whatnot. But I can tell you this: we're doing the best we can to give you what we think is a good starting position right off the bat. So our intention is that you should found a city right away. But of course, humans always notice things that the AI don't, or humans just happen to have their own opinions. You can't get everyone to agree everything anyway. So it's kind of a good thing that people have different opinions about where is the best place to start a city. In this case, I can tell why it placed me here because by a river, which is always good, by some grassland, and especially beside that cow. Having a good food resource early in the game is really important. So usually we'll be trying to start the player near some some cows or some sheep or some wheat or some corn or something like that. I see there's an oasis up here to the north. Well, since there's no reason not to, I'm going to go ahead and move my warrior first. I'll move him up this way because I do think I want to stick to a river. And you get just some generally more good land up that direction. But I'll go ahead and found here. Let's see. Let me know if I'm coming across clearly over the microphone. Be nice to know. All right. So what's the first thing to build? Again, we're using that sort of light blue color here to kind of like highlight as this might be a specifically good place. So I will start with a warrior because I don't want to. I'd like a settler or a worker, but in Civ 4 we went to the system where. Okay, I'm hearing that the video is very poor quality. And that there's noise in the background. I don't know. Not sure what that is. Fan. Maybe I can go turn off the heat. It's not really that cold anyway. Oh, hey, I see Verdamil is here. He's a Japanese fan who's worked with me on a number of games. That's good to see him. All right, so I'll start off with the warrior. And let me see if I can do anything about that fan. So I'll be right back. All right. Okay, so why is the quality bad? I think it was pretty good yesterday. It's telling me I'm getting 270 frames a second, which seems not quite right. Should I go down to 480? Is that... No, I'm not even sure how to do that. Well, I haven't really changed anything. I am using a different computer, but I'm using a theoretically better computer, so I'm not quite sure what the difference would be. So let's see. So Vertimal is asking why don't I build a worker first. So what I usually like to do is I usually like to grow my city to size 2 before I start building a worker or a settler. Yeah, you're right. It might be the PC fan. You know what? I had a much clearer. I had a nice clear video yesterday. Everything seemed to work fine. So I think I'm actually going to switch computers. So I hope everyone doesn't mind, but this might take a few minutes. I'm going to go ahead and set up my other computer and try that one. Okay? So I have to say goodbye to England.